Hello. Hi. Super windy outside. I can't believe it. Okay, the lighting looks pretty good. It looks weird on my end, but can you hear myself? Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm live. I am in the group tonight. Just want to share with you guys here the cute little calendars I've been making. I'm behind the times. It's already halfway through February, but that's okay. I think I'll just hand these out for Easter and give them out to friends. So I'm going to make this cute little card, this cute little calendar. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Susie Jewell. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today we are going to make this awesome little desk calendar that you can put on your desk and just, you know, tear off the calendars as you go. It's a nice little glance at calendar if you need one. The little calendar pieces came from another demonstrator friend of ours, Rebecca O'Donnell. She's awesome. I get them from her every year, and I happen to have an abundance. So what we're going to do, we have an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And I'm going to score this paper, and the card base for this calendar base is actually 5.5 by 8.5, but I like to go ahead and score the whole sheet, so I get 2 card bases out of 1 piece of paper. It saves me time. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score this along the 8.5 side. I'm going to score in at 1/2 inch first. You know what? I'm going to get my bone tool. That one feels kind of flimsy. I'm using my bone tool. And here's a trick I learned the other day from somebody. I'm not remembering who. I think it was somebody in Linked by Ink. Turn your scoreboards to kitty corner so that when you go down, you can keep your tool in the groove. So what? Yeah. This is not the score tool that came with this set, and actually I'm going to try something else. I have my Take My Pick tool. I'm going to get the one that is a stylus attachment. There we go. It comes with, I'll just pull these out and show you. It has all these attachments you can get with it that are really fun, different things. There's some blades and all kinds of fun stuff. I find a lot of really cool uses for this. So I'm gonna use the bigger end of this thing instead of my bone tool. Maybe I'll be able to stay in the groove a little easier. Yeah, I like that much better. Okay, so we're going in 1/2 inch. And then we're going to go in 3.5 inches. That. And then the next one is 4.5 inches. I'd like to get the score tool that Stampin' Up! Sells because they have more options to use it. And then the next one is 5.5 inches. So that's it. So I don't know if you can see this very well on there. And then I would cut this in half at the 5.5 inch middle point. And then I would have 2 card pieces. So maybe you can see it better on the pink. Let's see. I'll try that. So here's 2 of them that I scored already. I don't know if this is going to show you well enough. 2 card pieces. So maybe you can see. Okay, let's put that. I have shadows on my end. Maybe you don't have them on your end, but there's the score lines right there. And then I already attached my pretty paper to these 2. And that paper is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And if you wanted to do another layer, you could layer it up, put a different color cardstock underneath there. But that's what I did. So I can get rid of these and go ahead and put these together. And we're going to, so we're gonna go mountain or valley, mountain, valley, fold, and then this piece is gonna fold inward like that. And that's where you put the tear-in tape. And it's gonna adhere like that. So before I adhere everything, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bone tool to get a really good crisp crease on all the score marks. Yeah, so I hope everyone's staying warm tonight. It's a little windy outside. It's been snowing today. It's been a little gray. And we need some sunshine here. So, I took this out of my pick tool. I'm just going to use this part of my attachment to get that off of there. And then line this up, the edge, and there you have your stand for your base. And I'll have 2 of those, and I'll show you this one. I went ahead and just attached the back of this with some adhesive. I'm looking for my stack of calendars. Where did I put them? Okay. Yeah, I have a bunch. And as you can see, these should have been done in December, but you know, I get around to it when I get around to it. So just tear off the top 2. And I can tear off February and give them out in March. Or give them out in February for Easter. Easter's coming early. Easter is on March 31st. So I have all of March to get these made up and hand them out. So I went ahead and just stuck the back of it with adhesive, put it on there. And I'm gonna put this one together because I want to show it. You can't see the score marks on the black, but I'm gonna go ahead again and mountain valley, or valley mountain. You get the drift. And then this one I'm going to decorate it. I'll show you how I glued that together. Decorated it. I saw a couple of these made by other demonstrators, and I didn't write down who. One had a pocket where you could add sticky notes in there, so you could always do a search on the internet to see if you can find that one and who that is. There we go. So what I'm gonna do with this one is I've got these cute little cows, and I have the most adorable, if you like cutesy stuff, the cutest cow stamps. I had to have. My mom loved cows. And here's the punch. And the punch punches out this little guy. It also punches out his little nose, his little horns if you want to make a bull, and his little tail. And then I colored him in. So we went ahead and did that ahead of time. And I'm going to go ahead and get my adhesive right here. Oops. I just put a couple of, use my Stampin' seal, that on there, and then I try to decide what I want to cover up. I'm going to go on this side this time. Put it right in the center, over to the right there. There. And then the cow, I'll use dimensionals to put him on. He's gonna go down here It looks weird. Yeah, and it won't flatten. Like, let me see, is that gonna work? Yeah, he's just gonna go like that. I didn't want to cover up that other cow. I still want to, this is over too far because can I adjust my dimensional? I didn't want it to stick to that because those are going to be torn off. Like so. He's cute. Okay, and then I have a couple, I stamped a couple of things. I'm just going to fussy cut them out. Sentiments. What's fun is you can give an inspirational little sentiment on there for someone, and they get to see that every day when they look at their calendar. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do just the "You're Awesome" part on here. Let's go like this. Kind of a neat trick when you don't want to use the whole sentiment. You can just fussy cut it out. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Say hello, tell me where you're watching from. And I'm happy to share. That's down a little low. We need a little sunshine here in New York. It's yucky. It was gray and cold, and it was freezing yesterday. I was out delivering flowers, and I was very cold. Very, very cold. I'm not sure how my video quality is. It doesn't look very good on my end, but yep, I am in the country. So I'm gonna do this over here on top of that cow, and then this one. I'm using the mini dimensionals. This one's gonna go right about there. And there's the calendar. It stands up like that. I don't know if you can see it close enough. So I have a ton to decorate. And so the next thing real quick I wanted to share with you were 2 new kits that I did put together that I'm liking. I like to share what I'm liking. This first one is the Painted Wishes kit, which I think is absolutely so pretty. I love the what's it called? Pretty Peacock in this, my favorite color right now. So I feel so blessed to have a wonderful, kind, amazing friend like you. Can't wait to send these out. And there's a beautiful envelope. Wishing you the happiest birthday. Wishing the happiest birthday to you. And it has these pretty embellishments and the gold. And it's just a pretty painted look. And this says, thank you for your kindness. It's just, I love it. The Pretty Peacock is really fun. These 2 colors, this little background color is really pretty. So there's that. It comes with everything you need to make the kit, and you make 9 cards. So I do have one here for Saturday's class. And then there's this card kit, which is absolutely adorable. You can see the shininess around the clouds, and you stamp the sentiment on the sentiment piece. And it's a trifold. You stamp the birds in here, and then you can stamp on the inside. That one doesn't look that neat, but I think this was the first card I did. pretty cards. Has the matching envelopes. This one is Life is a Journey. Stamp that. You stamp the clouds, and then you put the boat on there, and you have your twine, your sentiment piece, and you can see the water shiny. And it's also a trifold, and there, that one's stamped much better. And that one goes with this envelope, and the water and the rocks, cliffs. Cliffs, yep, I once jumped off a cliff. I don't recommend it. Going swimming off a cliff, don't recommend it. So this one's a train going through the mountains. You can see the mountains have shiny on them. We stamped the dots and the moon in there and stamped on the sentiment piece, and it's got this flower with the twine. And it's also a trifold. And this one also has a matching mountains envelope. So there you go. I love these cards. They're so pretty. So I do have 2 of these available for this weekend's class. And there they are. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's live. All right, stay warm, stay safe. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye, Amber. I'm just seeing your comment now. All right, I'm gonna jump off. This was short but sweet. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.